welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I have sat down and actually filmed something face to face with you. Vlogmas has literally taken over my life. So it has been quite a while since I've actually sat down and filmed something, and this is the first time you guys actually get a sneak peek of my Christmassy background so far. Yes, I know this is like, I don't even know, what is today? The 20th? So I'm sorry. I apologize. But anyway, today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I'm completely out of it. But I did 4 Christmas DIYs from Dollar Tree stuff. I took some Dollar Tree items and I made them more beautiful and grander and all that stuff, and I'm so excited to share them with you. And what's really cool about these is that just like all of my other DIY crafts that I usually do, they are not color specific. So if you do not like my colors or the colors that I chose, you guys could change them to literally whatever you want to match your decorations, your style, your decor, all that good stuff. So yes, think with that in mind that you can do these crafts in all different colors. It doesn't really matter. But yes, if you guys do recreate any of these items, any of these crafts, I would love to see them. So if you guys take pictures and post them on Instagram, definitely hashtag them with hashtag crafting with Lauren, or even tag me. That way I can see them and love every second of them, every little bit of them. I really want to see your guys' creations. But yes, I'm so excited. So anyway, without further ado, I think that's all I have to tell you guys. Lots of updates coming, lots of good stuff coming your way. I've got a whole day planned tomorrow of filming videos with myself, my friends, all the good stuff. I've got editing. I'm hoping to get at least like 2 or 3 videos out tomorrow. So fingers crossed. I'm trying to catch up. I'm a little behind. It's been a long month. I need to like plan my videos, like to record them in October, but the only bad thing about that is like not all the stores have out their Christmas stuff yet, so it's kind of hard balancing it all, but I'm trying my hardest, I promise. But anyway, okay, I think that's all I have to tell you guys now at the beginning of this video, so without further ado, let's get right into my Christmas Dollar Tree DIY crafts, and I will see you guys at the end of this video. So to begin our first craft, you're going to need a hot glue gun, hot glue sticks, some bow ornaments from Dollar Tree, and also some cotton twine. I found mine from Dollar Tree, but you can use any string you have. So first things first, you're going to clip off all of these strings that are on the bow ornaments. Since they are ornaments, they do have strings, and we don't need the strings. So definitely cut the strings off, and I decided to go with 7 bows on my garland. And so then once I figured out I wanted 7 bows, I took my string and I measured how long I wanted the string to be, how large was my area. And then I took 2 knots and I knotted each end, and that will be where I'm going to hang it from. So I'm not going to put bows past that point. So then I took the string and I folded it in half to find the middle point, and I took 1 bow and I added a little dollop of glue on the back, and I placed the middle point of my string directly on the glue and sort of pressed it down. And then I took my glue gun again and added another dollop of glue just to secure that the string is actually stuck to the back of the bow. So once you have your middle bow already placed on the string, you're now going to start with the one on the end. So your very first bow, you're going to find your spot that you want it, add the dollop of glue, lay the string over, and then put another dollop of glue over the string just to really secure. So then from here, I laid out my ribbon from the middle one to the first one, and I kind of laid my other 2 bows to figure out where I wanted them on the string, like evenly placing them, you know, on the string so that they were spaced out equally. So then once I decided where I wanted those, I then repeated the same step, added a dollop of glue, laid the string on it, and then I put another dollop of glue over just to secure it. And you're going to repeat this for both sides. There is an easier way to do the other side that you'll see in just a second, but definitely make sure you just add the 1 little dollop of glue. If you do glue down the sides of the bow to the string, it's not going to hang as nicely. So just add the 1 dollop of glue, that's all you really need. So again, I'm just repeating the same step, gluing the string to the back of the bow. That way it's not on the front or on the top, it's just on the back middle. So then once that side is complete, to equally place the other bows on the other side, you're going to pull your string in half. So you're going to line up the 2 ends, and then you're just going to line up the bows with each other. And then of course, repeating the same step, gluing the little dollop on the back, placing the string in the glue, and then gluing over the string just to really make sure it's on there. And so this is a very easy, foolproof way to make sure that your bows are all evenly spaced, so that when it hangs, they are all the same distance apart, and it just kind of makes it look a lot nicer and a lot neater. And of course, you can see I'm repeating the same step for the final one on the edge as well. And then of course, once your glue has dried on either side, this is what your garland is going to look like. I am very happy with this. I think it is so adorable and definitely affordable as well. The string is from Dollar Tree, the bows are from Dollar Tree, and then of course I already had the hot glue gun and hot glue sticks. But Overall, I think it's really nice. If you don't have a hot glue gun or hot glue sticks, you can definitely buy super glue from Dollar Tree, and that should work just as fine. And even if you have E6000 glue at your house, that should also work as well. But again, here's just a final shot of what the garland will look like when it is hanging, and I'm so excited to hang it up in my room. I think it's just going to be absolutely adorable, and I'm just really in love with this craft. So for our next DIY craft, you're going to need some spray paint. Mine is just from the brand Rust-Oleum. You're also going to need 2 styrofoam cones of different sizes. My small one is from Dollar Tree, and my large one, unfortunately, I had to go to Joann's to buy it. I did use a coupon, so I paid no more than $3. I should have bought the large one at Dollar Tree when I saw it, but I did not pick it up then. And then you're also going to need a hot glue gun, some hot glue sticks, and of course some paper doilies. I found these really awesome ones from Dollar Tree. They're like a fun Tiffany blue color with white snowflakes, and you're going to need a package of the small ones, and you're also going to need a package of the large ones. So to get started on this DIY craft project, you're going to take your cones out to a well-ventilated area and begin spray painting them with one nice even coat of spray paint. It doesn't need to be perfect. One coat is good enough, and definitely make sure that you lay something below your cone when you're spray painting it. You do not want to get overspray on the concrete or on your tabletop or wherever you're spray painting this. So definitely make sure that you are protecting your workspace and that you are also not inhaling a bunch of spray paint fumes. Like I said, do this in a well-ventilated area. And of course, I am just spray painting my smaller cone as well. Definitely, again, one coat is good enough. So then to begin our next step, once the cone has actually dried, you're going to take your small doily for the small cone, and you're going to fold it in half and cut it in half. So definitely make sure that your little scallops are also lined up. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. And I wasn't really sure how many of these I was going to need off the bat, so I just began cutting, and then if I needed more, I would go back and cut more as I needed. So yeah, just begin by just cutting a bunch, cutting a few, do however many you think you're going to need for this actual project, and then of course you're going to have extra left over in case you need more. So once you have cut your doilies, you're going to add a little line of glue to the top middle of the half of one of your doilies, and you're just going to tack it on to the cone, and then of course you're going to add glue to the sides and sort of wrap those around, and you're going to repeat the same step on the either side. And of course your doilies are just going to overlap, and that is totally okay. That is what the look is supposed to look like, of course. And then once you've done your first layer and you've glued on the edges of both of your doilies, you're going to begin your next layer just by repeating the exact same step. It's very self-explanatory, very easy, of course. Doing it with the little spot of glue in the middle, of course, and then doing the edges is a lot easier. That way you don't get glue all over your hands or all over, you know, the rest of your doily and everything like that. It just sort of prevents a foolproof way of not really messing up or getting a lot of glue everywhere else. So yeah, of course you can just see here that I'm just repeating the same step over and over again, doing it in the middle, of course, wrapping your edges around, and then adding your glue to glue on the sides of your doily. I would totally recommend doing this craft while you're watching a TV show or listening to music or listening to a podcast or whatever you want. It definitely becomes repetitive and tedious after a while, so having something else going on in the background or to keep your mind off of it, you might go a little crazy just doing this in the silence, especially when you start working on the larger one. There, of course, are more doilies to that, and of course, you're going to want to add more glue to the larger one as well. But for now, definitely put on a TV show, podcast, music, whatever you can, and you should be good to go. As you can see here, I have sort of reached the top of the cone at that point, but you are going to want to do another layer between that one and, of course, the pointy top of the actual Christmas tree. So add one more layer. You are going to have paper sticking up at the top, but that is totally okay. So then you're going to take another half of your doily, cut off a little portion of the top, and then just sort of roll it to create a little cone, just sort of to make the top of the Christmas tree. Add some glue, and that's going to be separate. So as you can see here, the paper at the top, I am now adding a little glue on the inside, pitching it to sort of make a little point, and then, of course, adding some more glue around the top to secure the point of the actual Christmas tree, just to create that actual point and cone. Since the actual cone itself is sort of flat at the top, it doesn't go to a point, so you have to create it yourself. But yeah, that is basically how I did the small one, and then I'm going to be doing the exact same process for the large one. And as you can see here, these are larger doilies. Now for the first layer at the bottom, you're going to want to do 3 around, just because it is larger than the smaller one, of course. And then I believe from there I just was able to get away with 2 from the second layer up and up and beyond. So like I said, just the bottom first layer should only have 3, and then the others I believe are just 2. And of course these ones are a little larger, so I did add some glue to the bottom, like little lace around the little scallop part, just to add a little bit more security and so that they stayed on a little better since they are a little larger. So yeah, like I said, again, put on some music, put on a TV show, podcast, whatever you want, and just start going. It's a very easy process, and I totally want to make these with a bunch of different colors. And of course, as you can see here, I have reached the top, and I don't really need to go extra further on this one, so I was able to get away with just adding my little cone point to the top of this one and not putting another one to create that space and fill in that gap. So as you can see here, I just did the cone again, added some glue, and then added it to the top of the actual little Christmas tree. I am so happy with how these turned out, and of course, here's a final look at what they look like next to each other. I have already put these up in my Christmas decorations in my room, so definitely be on the lookout for a Christmas room tour to see how I decorated with them. But I honestly cannot wait to look for other cute doilies to make a bunch of these other trees, and maybe I'll even make some different sizes as well. That would be really fun. So to begin our next DIY craft, you're going to need a bunch of ornament balls from Dollar Tree. I first started off with 2 sleeves of the large ornaments and 2 sleeves of the medium ornaments, and then a package of the little gold glittery ornaments. But once I was working on this project, I realized I needed more, so I used 3 more of the large ornaments and 2 more of the medium ornaments. And then of course you're also going to need a styrofoam ring. Dollar Tree usually carries these, but I think they were out of all of the craft stuff at my store. Just like the cone, I had to go to Joann's, but of course I used a coupon, so I believe I paid about $4 or so for my ring. And then of course you're going to need some spray paint to match your ornaments, a hot glue gun, some hot glue sticks, and ribbon of your choice. That is definitely optional. So to actually get started on this craft, you're going to take your styrofoam ring out to a well-ventilated area and begin spray painting it to the color of your choice. Make sure that you get the outside and inner side of the ring as well. You don't need to do the back side, that is not necessary, but definitely make sure that you have an even coat on the inside and the outside, of course, as the front. So then just to start off, you're just going to take your large and medium ornament balls and begin sort of sporadically placing them and hot gluing them around the styrofoam ring. This is definitely up to you on how you want to do it and how you want to place it. There's not really a right or wrong way, but I would definitely start with the large ones on the bottom first and then mixing in the medium and the small from there on top and sort of filling in those open gaps and whatnot. So I did sort of run out of the kind of frosted looking ornaments, so I had to place 3 of the shiny gold ones, and I decided that that would be my bottom anyway. So you can totally put a bow over it, but honestly, once you start gluing on the other ornaments over it, you can barely tell that there are 3 of the same color right by each other. So of course, as you can see here, I'm just adding a little bit of glue to each little ornament and then just placing it sort of in the gaps. And of course, this is definitely going to be a process, so watch a TV show, listen to a podcast, listen to music to pass the time away, because it does take quite a while. So this is just sort of like an in-progress sort of look at what I had already done with the ornaments that I had already purchased. So then from there I decided I wanted to kind of do part of the inside and mostly the outer side of the wreath as well. So once I purchased more of the ornament balls, I just sort of added them to it, made it a lot more grander, and this is the final product of what my wreath looks like. I honestly thought I might need a bow for this, but I think it looks really pretty just as is. No bow needed. I'm very happy with how this came out. And of course you can take ribbon and tie it to a ornament hanger to hang on your front door or even on another door in your house, but I'm just very, very, very happy with how it turned out. This is the first time I've ever made an ornament ball wreath like this, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect or how it was supposed to go, and honestly I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think it looks very pretty. So yeah, I know I had to buy extra ornaments in the end, but it was totally worth it. I just love that look of how it looks very, very full. So obviously the more ornaments you have, the more full and large it's going to look. So for our last and final DIY project for this video, you're going to need a mini artificial Christmas tree. This one I found at Dollar Tree, which was such a good deal. Definitely make sure that your tree is not pre-lit. You do not want lights on it. For this project, you can add lights if you want to, but that is definitely optional. I found this little mini pack at Walmart last year after Christmas, and I actually ended up not using them. So yeah, you definitely don't need those if you don't want them. And then of course you're going to need some spray paint. You're going to need a color of choice. I picked pink. This I have a Krylon one and a Rust-Oleum one. I ended up using my Krylon color, but I was just putting these out to show you the comparison as far as 2 different shades of pink and 2 different brands. And then you're also going to need a white spray paint, whether this is primer or just white spray paint. paint, doesn't really matter. Either one will work just fine, and of course mine is from Krylon as well. Then you're also going to need some ornaments. I found the little polka dotted and striped ornaments from Home Goods for only $5.99, and then the little gold glittery ones down at the bottom, those are from Dollar Tree. The bows are also from Dollar Tree, and that is basically all. So to begin spray painting our Christmas tree, our favorite color, you're going to take your tree out into a well-ventilated area, of course, and begin spray painting your tree white just to sort of neutralize the green color of the actual Christmas tree. Make sure that all of your branches are sort of spaced out evenly so that when you do spray paint it, that you can get the paint on every single needle that is on the actual Christmas tree. So then, of course, once that step has dried, you're just going to kind of separate each of the bristles on each branch and make sure that they are not stuck together, of course, and then, like I said, once that was dried, you're going to take your white spray paint again and give it another layer of white again just to sort of neutralize the actual green color. The step that I should have done in between spray painting it white and pink, definitely make sure that you spray paint the underside of the branches. Of course, this was down a little lower than where I have the tree set up right now, so I did not realize that spray painting the bottom of the actual branches makes a huge difference. So then here, of course, you can see that I've taken my pink spray paint can and just began my first layer of pink over the actual white and green of the Christmas tree. Again, make sure that you do the underside of the Christmas tree branches as well. So then here, of course, I am just separating all of the bristles and making sure that they are not stuck together. Definitely repeat this step in between each coat of paint that you are doing, just so that the branches, like I said, don't sort of clump up and look really sloppy. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Of course, I am definitely using a rubber glove because I do not want to ruin my nails or anything like that. And of course, touching the branches, you don't want to get paint all over your hands just in case it wasn't fully dry. So then here, of course, this is my next layer of pink spray paint. Again, definitely separating those bristles out. That is a huge necessary part of this process. And again, you do not have to make this pink. You can make this any color that you wanted. I believe I did about 4 coats, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, I did go back in and spray the undersides of the branches. I did not film that clip just because it is kind of repetitive and it is the exact same process, but definitely make sure that you do spray paint the undersides. I promise it makes a huge difference, and of course you will definitely be able to see if there are any green or white spots still peeking through. So then once that has dried, I definitely decorated my tree, and here is a final product of what it looks like. I am so happy with how this turned out. It is very difficult to find cute pink trees on the market that are not obnoxious but are just kind of subtle and cute. I mean, of course, pink isn't always going to be subtle, but as far as like loud, hot pink, fuchsia, those are the main colored trees that you see out there. As far as pastel colors, you're not really going to see them that often. So this is a great way to sort of customize your own tree to have your own color. Of course, you don't have to make it pink like I did, but I'm just very happy with how it turned out. And then, of course, as you can see, all of these striped and polka dotted ornaments, like I said, those are from the set from Home Goods. And then you can kind of sort of see the little gold glittery ones towards the sides and backside of the tree as well. You can totally add your own tree skirt to make this look even cuter. And then the bow that is on the top of the tree, I actually found that at Dollar Tree. That is just a child's hair barrette that I just sort of pinched and clipped on to the top. And I just really, really love how this turned out. The little swirly ornament hooks, I believe I found those at Big Lots last year after Christmas. Hallmark used to carry them many years ago, so when I found them after Christmas last year at Big Lots on sale, I had to pick up a couple packs. So I just think that the cuter the little ornament hooks, it just adds so much more personality and funness to the tree. I know it's totally not a word, but that is okay. So yeah, this is my final little pink mini tree. I think it is so adorable, and I have it set up on my little desk area, and I'm very happy with it. It just makes me so happy. It's just like a little mini pink, little glitzy, girly little tree, and it's just definitely so fun. So I definitely have to find a tree skirt to go with it, but overall, this is what it looks like. This is the final product, and yeah, this is totally fun. I want to go buy a bunch of more trees and make them all different colors to match all of the rest of my decor. So there's that. That is my last craft. Let's close this video out now. Okay guys, so that is all I have for my Christmas Dollar Tree DIY craft video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I had literally 3 other DIY craft videos planned for Christmas and this month, but unfortunately I did not get around to them. So I wanted to get at least one DIY video out for you guys, and I figured Dollar Tree would probably be the best way to go. That was the fastest I've ever said the word probably. That was literally like probably. Anyway, okay, I think that is all I have to share with you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be so ready for next Christmas. Anyway, okay, now I think I'm done blabbering. If you guys want to follow me on any of my social media pages, I have Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I will leave all my little handles right down here as always. Don't forget, if you're gonna post a picture of your creation, I really want to see it. So tag me, use the hashtag craftingwithlauren, and that way I can find you and I can like your photos and all that good stuff. So, okay, that is that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I post new videos. Of course, more Vlogmas, more other stuff coming your way very soon. So yeah, you might want to be subscribed to see all those videos. Okay. Now I think that's everything. I think that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas or holiday season or whatever you guys are celebrating. I hope that it has been a great month for you and a great 2016. 2017 is almost here, and let me tell you, we've got some good videos and lots of videos planned for the new year. Things that were supposed to happen a couple months ago that kind of got pushed back, so we will be starting those in January, and I'm so excited to share them with you. Okay, that is all I think I have now to tell you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you, and I will see you all in my next video.